So the first thing we're going to talk about is diaphragmatic breathing. This is one of the most important, if not the most important, aspect of playing the saxophone. It is essential to getting the support we need to play with a full body tone that has great intonation, that has resonance and harmonics. I find that many of my new students haven't actually mastered this part of their playing. They may have even been playing for years, but they're still not breathing correctly. What I see a lot of students doing is when they breathe, they do this. They raise their chest, they raise their shoulders, and you can see the tension in this area, which is actually going to create more tension in your throat and is going to create a thinner sound when you play. So the correct breathing technique is actually called diaphragmatic breathing, and it starts in your belly. Okay, you don't see my shoulders raising, you don't see my chest raising. All you see is my stomach being pushed out and going back in again. This is diaphragmatic breathing. Now, a lot of people might have trouble with this at first. You might see them still breathing in from their chest and from their shoulders. But a good way to figure out how you're doing this correctly is to actually do the following technique. First of all, we're going to bend over at a 90-degree angle, like this. When we're in that position, we're going to hold our hands on our back, on our rib cage, and we're going to breathe in. And we're going to feel our rib cage expand. So let me demonstrate for you a couple of times. So we're going to feel our rib cage expand as we inhale through our nose, and we're going to feel the rib cage then go back to its natural position when we exhale. This is what diaphragmatic breathing is. You're feeling your entire bottom area of your abdomen and your rib cage expanding out. So let's try it again. So now we know what it feels like to have diaphragmatic breath. Now we're going to try and feel the same amount of expansion, but we're going to go at a 45-degree angle, like this. So we should be able to feel our rib cage expand again, but maybe not in the same capacity. Our goal here is to actually try and make it expand at the same capacity as when we're at a 90-degree angle. This is going to train us to develop these muscles and to develop our diaphragmatic breath. So let's go back to our 90-degree position, see what our rib cage feels like, and try to match that expansion at a 45-degree angle. So now we're going to try the same expansion standing upright. Now this is going to be more difficult to achieve that same expansion. The reality is you're not going to achieve the same expansion, but you want to train yourself to try and achieve that. So you want to be able to really push out your rib cage and your abdomen to really get as much of a full breath as you can. So the exercise, simply to practice this every day, 5 to 10 times, maybe once in the morning, once in the evening, and just train your muscles, train your diaphragm, train your breathing to work like this. And of course, looking in the mirror and practicing in the mirror is a really great idea, to watch that you're not raising your shoulders and creating tension up here. You want everything to be relaxed. You want to be sitting up straight, standing up straight, breathing just from your abdomen. So practice this. This is going to be essential in getting the support needed to get a full tone on the saxophone across the whole range of the instrument.